Kamusta mga kapuso? It is nice to be back here in Manila to feature some of my projects. Dito ako nag-aral at nagsimulang mag-design ng mga bahay. I made sure that I won't lose my ground here even when I decided to be based in Toronto, Canada. I have been using all the learning experiences I'm getting from both regions every time I have a new design and construction projects. It gives me an edge in the industry having a multi-region exposure on design trends and actual construction. Manila has changed a lot since I moved to Toronto more than a decade ago. Even though I come back regularly, it still continues to amaze me on the amount of ongoing construction around the city. With that, I want to make sure that I will still be a part of it. Mga kapuso, I'm Danilo, your Global Interior Design Consultant. Let's make it happen with the design proposal.
Magaling ang Pinoy, saan man sulok ng mundo, malamig o mainit, di nyo kakayanin ang aming lupit. Ang mga imposible, ginagawang posible. Buksan ng kalaman sa kaayusan ng tahanan, your design into reality. Buksan ng kalaman sa ikagaganda ng tahanan. Let's play with your creativity. Kami ang global, tayo ang global Pinoy.
As Metro Manila keeps on growing fast, real estate properties are becoming more expensive. Every lot around the metropolis is a prime property now. Condominium buildings are on every corner now. It is the answer to rising population in need of decent dwelling, and different dwellers will have something to offer to the public. However, condo unit sizes now are getting smaller to make it affordable, and owners must be creative to maximize usage of every inch of it. Sa aming pagbabalik, I will have a chat with a colleague here in Manila to talk more about the booming condominium construction industry.
Multi-award-winning real estate broker Aristotle Abuyan with Century 21 People's Choice Realty Incorporated Brokerage is here to help you on your real estate needs across the Greater Toronto Area. Contact him at 416-669-0011 or visit www.aarealty.ca today. Learn more about Aristotle's Advantage.
What a better way to bring to you a piece of nature. Our wooden products have been crafted by Filipino artisan families to suit your home. Visit our website at www.woodsandcrafts.ca or drop us a line anytime and we'll reach back to you. hello@woodsandcrafts.ca. Woods and Crafts, tradition, nature, and comfort into your homes.
Welcome to Rembrandt Banquet Hall's new home, located at 10 Milner Business Court, Scarborough, Ontario. Start creating new memories with your families and friends. Life is an event. Make it memorable.
My guest today is my friend who started as an actor and eventually ventured to condominium selling. He also does interior decorating for his real estate clients. Actually, sa kanya pa nga kami bumili ng pinakauna naming condo unit investment dito sa Pilipinas. I'm sure kilala niyo siya. I'd like to introduce Tofe of Robinson's Land. Hi, Tofe.
Hi, Sonny. How are
It's been
you?
a while.
It's been a while. I think the last time we saw each other is Canada pa, right?
Yeah, so that was like 2 years back, before even pre-pandemic. So you started as an actor. So how did you get into real estate?
Well, a friend of mine who's a model and he's been asking me to work with the real estate. And at first, hindi ko siya pinapansin. But after a while, I thought about it because as an actor, di ba, hindi all the time siya work, di ba? So, I decided, why not to try this thing?
How many years have you been in the real estate industry?
Well, I have been in the business for almost 13 years.
You've been traveling a lot. So
Yeah.
what regions and clienteles have you dealt with in the past?
I've been to like Asian countries like Japan, I've been to Australia, I have been to Singapore, Japan, and many other Asian countries. I've been to Europe, like Germany, where else? London.
Nowadays, condominium unit sizes are small. How do you explain to the public how it gets augmented? So, kasi kung limited yung space,
Yeah.
so like the amenities.
The good thing about real estate, especially sa mga developer ngayon, mostly sa mga developer ngayon ay hyper-amenitized na siya ngayon. So everything is there na. Lahat ng halos kailangan nila, especially like kailangan nila ng basketball court, gym, or sometimes they need mga groceries. And the good thing also, if you invite your friends, bababa na kayo, everything is there na. May mall na, may groceries na.
Of course, also the security.
Yeah, hindi ka takot na umalis. And at the same time, hindi ka basta-basta mapapasukan. Kasi very secure ka before ka mapasukan. Tatawagan ka muna ng security. Kung kilala mo itong, what do you call this? Visitor na to, they'll call you. Even like if you travel, nasa abroad ka, secure ka because like, especially like may typhoon, baha. So,
Yeah,
wala kang
because
takot.
you will have not to worry like power interruption because
Power
there are
interruption,
generator.
or mawala yung bubong mo. So that's the good thing about the condos nowadays.
And then let's talk about pricing and amortization for like specifically for pre-selling.
Mostly the mga developers ngayon. So instead of like you paying the 20% spot na down payment, what they do is they spread it out into like 3 to 5 years. So dahan-dahan mong binabayaran yung 20% na hindi ka mahihirapan. And at the same time, you have time to pag-ipunan, whatever is your turnover balance.
I also mentioned that you have also been doing interior decorating.
Yeah, actually, matagal ko na nagagawa yan as a real estate and as a interior decorator. It happens kasi ang dami ko mga clients na naghihingi sila ng tulong, nagpapanap sila ng mga interior decorator. Since it's my passion, so I decided not to do it on my own. So, yun, that's how I do it with my clients kasi kumbaga sa sales, tinutulungan ko silang mag-invest and at the same time, I do the interior and at the same time, tinutulungan sila sa bank loan din at the same time.
That's really, really very informative.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you
for this
so
one.
much.
After a short break, it is time to show you an ideal layout on how to maximize usage of a small space condo. We will be right back, mga kapuso.
Work faster, build cleaner, and make your walls stronger. Easy Block.
We're a natural food company based in Woodbridge, Ontario, and our purpose is to connect you to the root of food. Our founder created a crispy, delicious, gluten-free, vegan-friendly snack using a time-honored recipe. It comes in 2 flavors, roasted garlic with turmeric and spicy mayon heat. It has an incredibly clean ingredient deck, tastes great on its own or with your favorite dip. You can connect with us on Instagram at The Taro Chip or at myonfinefoods.com.
The Family Dentistry Dr. Santiago and Associates. We've enjoyed the smiles we bring to all who walk through our doors. We are a team of dedicated professionals headed by Dr. Victoria Santiago. visit us at Rossdale Medical Center, 600 Sherbourne Street, 307, Toronto, Ontario. Rodan and Fields. Our passion is to give to people the best skin of their lives. Do you want to experience life-changing skincare? Get in touch with Nami Chosen, our leading multi-achiever consultant. Email at skinfulwishes@gmail.com or call 647-998-1775.
Interior design in tight spaces can be challenging. Right sizes of furniture and furnishing is crucial to avoid wasting space and make the place more functional. This particular condo unit that I'm about to show you has been designed and renovated specifically for a university student.
Thank you, Sherwin, for being my guest today, for taking time to be here.
Thank you, Sally.
Okay, so let's give a little background of how you've been involved in the construction industry. How long have you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry for 10 years, for over a decade now. I'm a civil engineer by profession.
Okay.
So I've been doing commercial, residential projects, and renovations.
Let's talk about a backstory about this unit. How does it look like this place before?
Okay, so when we got here, talagang bare yung unit na to. So there's a small kitchen, luma na yung paint, luma na yung tiles, and wala kang makikita. It's almost
And this is
zero.
an older condo, right?
Yes, it's
so
old.
approximately how old is the condo?
Siguro mga 10 years na to. So it's an old building na talaga.
Yeah, so it's up for a renovation,
Yes.
for an upgrade, right? Let's talk about the needs and the wants of the client.
So the client requested for, of course, a bed, a small area for dining, kitchen, and special ang request nila is for lots and lots of spaces and cabinets.
Let's talk about the design scheme based on the needs and wants. Can you tell me more about the design?
So what we created here is, kung mapapansin mo, parang three-tone lang yung ating unit. Naglagay tayo ng partition na glass. Actually, kaya naman tayo naglagay ng glass is para makatipid tayo ng kuryente. Yung bedroom kasi nandun yung air conditioning. So if the student wants to sleep inside, hindi niya kailangan palamigin yung entire condo.
It's not all about beauty, also function.
Yes.
And that's a perfect approach. And let's talk about, for example, these overhead cabinets, right? Like you said, the client wants more storage in a very limited space.
Yes.
So it's challenging. That's why you build this overhead cabinets, so to have an additional storage, right?
Supplies, books, bags, dami yan, shoes.
Yeah. And like that, it specifically has a desk because, again, this is a student,
Yes.
right? So we created that. And then the closet space. And this particular area, this solid surface, this is also a very nice approach. It's an extension of a working surface for the kitchen.
Yes.
It's a multi-purpose,
Yes.
but at the same time, space saver.
Exactly.
Right? And then we built this
Yeah.
TV wall, right? So to hide the wiring and additional storage, which is very, very important. And I like also the lighting distribution. We did just wall lighting, but it illuminated the whole room. It's making it nicer. So now let's talk about challenges. What are the typical challenges you encounter?
Of course, sa mga condo, ang problema dyan is maingay, malitang space, walang masyadong working area. So yun yung ating challenges. What we did was, we built everything outside. So, prefabricated na yun lahat, dinala namin dito, and then we just assembled everything here. Finished some retouches here, and then the unit is good to go. Scheduling lang, so carpentry, electrical will come in, painting will come in, the solid surface installer will come in, so yun lang yung challenge. And
But the good thing is because of, again, of your experience in the industry for over a decade, you really did a good job in doing this condominium unit.
Thank you, Sunny.
Yeah, and also again, thank you for taking your time for this showing me around with this gorgeous condo.
You're always welcome.
Thank you again, Sherwin, for
Thank
the
you,
time.
Sunny.
Okay. When we return, I'll show you a studio unit that I have designed that has still some elements of privacy despite its limited space. Stay tuned.
Kung ikaw ay naghanap ng sariling atin, pang-almusal, tanghalian, pati panghapunan, pagkaing Pilipino ginawa para sa akin. Sa FB Foods, sama-sama tayong lahat dito. Sa FB Foods, sari-saring pagkaing Pilipino. Sa FB Foods, nasa puso't isipan ng bawat Pinoy.
Cyclone Range Hood. Superior performance. Beautiful design. With Cyclone Range Hood, quality is in everything that we do. Providing air ventilation solutions for every home. Visit our website for more information.
Always trust the experts. For your construction and renovation, build to style. Get in touch with us.
Miss Agnes Miranda, a successful businesswoman and a strong supporter of the Filipino community in Canada, helping the young generation to fulfill their dreams and the senior citizens to retire in dignity through financial advocacy and education with the World Financial Group Canada. Be inspired.
When my client asked me to design this unit, I wasn't sure at first on how to make it look better. I am limited on what I can do with the space, and aside from that, it's a studio unit with a total floor area that's not that big. Na-challenge ako on how I can come up with a good design that will convert this older condo into a gorgeous livable space. I was proud of the result after the renovation. Let's all meet two of my discerning clients, Rain and Cassette. Okay, thank you for being my guest for today's episode.
We're always happy to have a chance to work with such talent.
The way I said that, two of my discerning clients, because I know for a fact both of you have so much background in the design and arts. So can you tell me more about that?
I actually have studied art in San Francisco I didn't quite finish my degree, but like all my life, my father heavily involved me in all his projects. So from waterproofing to fire escaping, like I grew up in a construction site.
Now your Cassette, your daughter,
yes,
is
yeah.
also into arts. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so I had a foundation in painting, and I've recently graduated from my postgraduate from Royal College of Art. So
In London.
In London,
Okay.
yeah. So for a while, like I guess because my mom had done her art degree in San Francisco, even though she didn't finish it, I already had that support from her, and she got to like teach me a lot of like foundation in art, and I think I was able to get better because of that. And then also again being in a construction family, they're very, very particular with how the interiors look.
That's why I'm saying that two of my discerning clients. Because I have to up my level when it comes to the design, because I know that the standard has to be higher when I'm dealing with the two of you and the family,
Yeah.
right? So during the time when I was discussing the design layout with your dad, is the needs, right? So I know you keep a lot of books and you're into art, so
Yes.
you need a lot of storage, right?
Having storage is very important, especially for artists, because they
Yeah.
have brushes, paints, and things.
Yeah.
And no matter how you organize it, it still takes up like visual clutter, which
Yeah.
I find very distracting. I think.
Especially with you being a minimalist.
Yeah, I'm generally a minimalist. All my things can fit in 2 suitcases. So when I see too many things, it actually makes me stressed.
Yeah.
So I like a simple narrative when I go home, because my life is complicated outside. So coming home to simplicity makes me feel better.
On the design aspect, I have to put into consideration the minimalism approach, right? So at the same time, I want to have a little bit touch of nature.
Well, I've always trusted your color theory. The subtlety of your color theory was always something I admired, even when, because I met you when I was much younger. So I've always like, what would Sunny do? So and not to be afraid of color. I mean, the first room you decorated for me, I believe, was my home when I was like 16 years old. And it was like a terracotta inspired. And like my design sensibilities have like migrated and become more streamlined. And you were able to capture that. So I'm really quite happy.
That's how I try my best to trust myself on how much I know you. So that was my guide when I was designing this. But like, for example, Cosette is a painting student. You can see that particular painting that she did. It's something like, I have to be careful because, again, the space is too small, but we want to make it very, very functional, but at the same time, stylish.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about, especially this is a studio, right? Privacy.
My favorite feature in this house is the divider that you built. It disguises the bedroom, because it would have bothered me opening a door and seeing the bed right away, because this is not just a bedroom. You know, it's
a full living space.
It's a full living space with living room. So she was doing a lot of her online classes during the pandemic year.
I had to do my online classes on the sofa.
Yeah.
Because my mom can't sleep without the TV on.
Yeah,
so I had to be at the farthest possible point from
so
the
it was
TV.
very, very functional. And because, so it disguises the bedroom area without cutting off the ventilation.
Without not only that, making another room, like making a wall, and then it will make the space look smaller. Right? Unlike in hotels, when you walk in, you see the bed, but that's a temporary
living space.
Unlike this is a home. You don't want, when you open your door, you immediately see a bed, right? But at the same time, creating like just a flat wall, you will make the room more tight looking.
We basically spent the pandemic in this home.
Yeah,
we did not feel claustrophobic.
No.
So we were both working in like 2 different tables, but we were like able to live through. And we still talk to each other. So it's fun.
That's why I'm very, very happy with the end result of this one, and at the same time, I'm also glad that both of you love this place.
We do love it. I mean, my fiance is convinced to come back to the Philippines because I showed him my new place, and he's like, okay, fine.
I think you were able to like get my mom's taste perfectly when you put the built-in bookshelf right next to the table, because that is perfect. Like that's fully functional for us.
That's why for designers like me, like I have to really know my client, so I can really incorporate the needs.
I mean, also the bookshelf you designed me before was actually deeper than the normal bookshelf, so it's like I could stack a lot of books. So you knew my needs very well, and I think you met Cosette when she was quite young. So like you saw her.
I essentially grew up with your designs in a sense, quite literally.
You're her fairy godfather in art.
Okay, really, really thankful for continuing trusting me when it comes to design. And looking forward in the future, we will be doing more projects together.
Yes, definitely.
Again, thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Cosette, for this time. This episode is all about interior designing tight spaces to make sure every inch counts. Even with years of experience, I still continue to learn from every project I do. I always challenge myself to create a functional design and make it happen. Interested in hiring our services? Email us lang po using the link below and we'd be happy to answer your question. I am Danilo, your Global Interior Design Consultant. Remember mga kapuso, your home is where your heart is. Let's talk! Every time. Yeah, clapper na. Diyan ka pa na, ano, tadre. We will be right back, mga kapuso. Interested in hiring our services? Email lang po. What?
Cut.
Lakad na lang.
Hindi, ulit.
Ulit. Para yung momento.
Interested in hiring our services? Email lang. Email lang. One more.
Ready? 5, 42, and...
Ang dalit na tawa ko.
Kumanong ka. Hindi ko alam eh. Kasi, kala ko tayo ito eh. Ako pa yung okay lang. Ulit now.